Welcome to Tuesdays with Suzanne. Today's topic is in the time of fireflies. In the time of fireflies. Some of you, if you don't live in the Northern Hemisphere, if you don't live in a humid environment, you don't know anything about fireflies. But here in Virginia right now, what's happening is that in the evening, as the light begins to fade, wonderful tiny little glimmers in your environment will start to show up. And I actually live in a forested area, and it begins to look like a fairyland. It begins to look as though life itself is getting more spacious and becoming rejuvenated. So take a moment now, if you would, and I think that it's important, particularly at a beautiful time of year like it is here, to stop, no matter how crazy or upsetting or compressed or tense your world may be. Take the time to stop and allow yourself to be with the fireflies as they start to happen. Yesterday in the evening, I had an argument with a very dear friend, and as it finished up, I walked out onto my deck, and it was just at the tail end of dusk, and night was falling. And there in front of me were probably 50, 100 fireflies. And the longer I stood there and drank them in, the more there were. So it was really quite remarkable and beautiful. And what I did was I sat back in my chair and began to take the beauty and the spaciousness of the fireflies into my own being, drinking them in, if you will, letting myself connect with that level of life and spaciousness and lightness. So let's take a moment today, if you will. Close your eyes, get your feet on the floor, breathe. Let your eyes sink back and spread out in your head as though they're floating. And as you do that, allow yourself to follow your breath. Follow your breath. Feeling the rise and fall of your chest. Good. Good. Down into your belly, feeling your belly rise and fall. Feeling the sitting bones, your sitting bones, resting on whatever is supporting you right now. And breathing yourself all the way down into your feet. Sometimes I do this by taking a nice big inhale, and then as I exhale, I imagine it all coming in for a landing down in my feet. And then as that occurs, allow your awareness inside to be like the dusk. You're looking into space that is otherwise dark. And for us, with our human eyes, our insides are mostly dark. They don't see the light of day until someone breaches our skin in some way. And within your darkness, your inner, deep, rich space that's there, invite in your fireflies. So you begin to feel things lightening up. They're also called lightning bugs because of the way their lights blink off and on. So allow yourself to feel the lightness as it begins to travel through your system. No matter what has happened, no matter where you are, letting your system light up. With more and more spaciousness as the lights come on. With each breath, it's as though 10 or 12 new lightning bugs, or 100, show up. In your chest, in your belly, all the way back into your spine, down your arms, into your hands and fingers. And letting this lightening, this light bringing, come into your pelvis, down into your legs, your feet. And on into your neck, all the way up into your head, until your entire cranium begins to be populated by lightning bugs, by fireflies, by bringers of light, tiny light, filling everything. Every nook and cranny that's available to you right now, this morning. And allowing yourself to expand as you fill with light. Think of it as letting yourself have more space between the electrons and atoms within your system. It's as though the spinning of all of the particles of who we are allowing themselves to have more space, the way the fireflies do in the dark, gently moving through the yard, the darkness, lighting it up, becoming more spacious. Good. And allow yourself to continue with this process of breathing in, filling with more lightning bugs, more spaciousness, more light within your system. And stay as long as you would like to. Take your time until you have exactly the amount of spaciousness that you want to walk into your day with. As full of light as you can be this morning, or afternoon or evening, whenever you're watching this. And it's always good to bring light into the places that don't have light, because you can see more clearly where you're going, what you're doing. And enjoy.